So yeah, we're just here. We're gonna chat about our 5 weeks that we've been here. I got a new haircut. The wife said I've got the perfect candidate for a skull, for bald head. So when the time comes, maybe we'll try some baldness. Eh? What about you? Do you think you have the head for a bald head?
Yeah. Not.
Okay. So, as you can tell, we're Canadians. Rush. That's my thing, not hers. She's a girl. Girls don't like rush. Anyway, so one of the first subjects we were thinking about.
Need my fan here.
Oh, yeah, needs a fan for sure.
Because of the weather.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, then let's do the weather first. Want to do the weather first? Okay. So, weather. You got to have thick skin to be here. Actually, no, you probably have to have thin skin to be here because thick skin you need for Canada because of the cold. Here, yeah, there's no cold. Yeah, the weather's beautiful. I mean, we picked the right time of year. It's right after typhoon season. The 5 weeks we've been here, we've had maybe 5 days, 6 days of rain, but it was only like, I think the longest was a couple hours.
No.
Yeah, there was one day, there was a couple hours, but it wasn't like torrential downpour. So where we're from in Canada, you know, we call them gully washers because when it rains, boom. Here, it pretty much does the same thing. It'll start off light and then it'll come down pretty crazy, enough to take a shower in, and then it goes away. And that usually only lasts 15, 20 minutes kind of deal, maybe half an hour. But we did have one day, I think there was a couple hours, kind of was a write-off for the whole day. But it was good. The rain's warm, right? Like everything else here, the ocean has to be 28 degrees. Like along the shorelines, I've been out 100 feet, still the same. I'm sure as it gets deeper, it'll get cooler. But yeah, the water's, you know, refreshing the minute you jump in, but after 20 minutes being in it, it's like being in a bath that doesn't get cold. So, but yes, the weather. So it's not the heat here. It doesn't get that hot. I think the hottest day we saw was what?
35.
35, yeah. And where we're from,
With
35 is
90
normal.
degrees humidity.
90%?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, 90%.
Yeah, 90% humidity. So humidity, yeah, big is huge here. If you don't like that sticky, sweaty feeling, don't come to the Philippines or probably most areas of Asia, I would assume. You know, because it's hot and sticky. You're gonna sweat. Pardon?
Hot and sticky.
Hot and sticky, yeah. You're gonna sweat. You get used to it though. You know, try not to stay in air conditioning every time, all the time, because otherwise you'll never get used to it, and it'll make you not want to go outside. And if you're not going to go outside, why would you spend the money to come here? Because it is all about outside.
Or you get your sister or brother to buy you an electric fan,
Yes.
battery operated fan. Best gift I got in my whole life.
Thank you, Mama Lynn. So, okay, so that's the weather. Yeah, hot and sticky. Get used to it or don't come. It's hot and sticky. So the people, what do you think about the people? What's your opinion about the people here?
They're Filipino.
So that's like an automatic win or what? And actually it really is, right? It is pretty much an automatic win. So where we're staying is in an area called Hinubaan. It's on the island of Negros. And it's not exactly the tourist haven of the Philippines. So this is going to work into a few things. But the people here are all mostly local tribes. So they're like from barangays, which would be like little towns, right? They're amazing. Plain and simple. Everybody smiles. Everybody waves. You know? They're friendly. They have no problem talking with you. You know?
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah, that's right. Most of them for sure.
Or they're just intimidated and don't speak to us because you're white.
Yeah, that's, you know, and I'm trying to lose that white thing, right? Maybe I should dye all of this black and I'd probably fit in a lot better. But all in all, like everybody we've met have all been really polite, really nice. They help, you know, they're willing to help you out.
Especially when I start speaking English and everybody's heads turn.
Yeah, if you were a chiropractor, yeah, follow white people in the Philippines and you'd probably make a lot of money because all the Filipinos here, their necks are probably so sore from whiplash from, is that a white guy driving that van? Right? So, but that's because we're in a small area, right? It's very localized. I've seen, I think, 3 white people in the town of Hinubaan, you know? And so I'm like the new guy, So people are always interested. But everybody knows me already because they know Prince, Shireen's brother, who runs a restaurant called Fanbox. And everybody knows the restaurant, so they all know Prince. And plus, he grew up here. His mom was from here and everything, right? So a lot of family here. So word gets around fast. Maybe that's why we're being treated so nice, because you're his sister and I'm token white guy right now. I almost feel like the black guy on Star Trek wearing the red shirt, you know? So, but yeah. So the people, amazing. No complaints about the people whatsoever. Okay, so. The food. So the food is a big one, right?
Food, I thought when we came here we'd be able to go out and just order anything at any restaurant. Or,
get anything you want.
but where my brother lives, it's not that way.
Oh, there's street vendors, a lot of street vendors. So the one thing that's actually really good here for the street vendors is guys that do these chunks of chicken. Sometimes they have bones, sometimes they don't, because they just basically hack chickens up and they deep fry them in a batter, and it's cheap. They're like 20 pesos for a chunk of chicken, right? And they're good.
Giant chicken nuggets.
Yeah, giant chicken nuggets. Real chicken, yeah. So, and they're good, right? So that's not a problem. Beef, a little bit harder to come by out this way. It's really expensive. I can stop saying Pork is everywhere, right? Filipinos, chicken and pork. That's their main staples. And seafood, don't get me wrong.
Hanging though, that kind of freaked me out.
Well, yeah, when you see the
not
meat
in refrigerators or freezers.
Yeah, when you see the meat exposed and it's hanging, right, in the sun,
heat.
you know. But they're smart. When you see the tables of meat and stuff like that, they get fans, and they put them on low, and they got like ribbons hanging from them, and it keeps flies away.
They're fresh.
And it's all fresh that day, right? So I mean, if you're buying that chicken at the market, that was slaughtered probably an hour ago. You know what I mean? And if they run out, then they run back to their house or their farm and they kill a bunch more and they bring them, right? All cleaned, everything.
Because we're not sick yet.
Yeah, I haven't had an upset stomach at all. I mean, number two there, getting used to some of the weather and some of the food and stuff like that. Yeah, so number two was, a bit of a hindrance there for the first week or two, which is why when you do come to the Philippines, you want to come for a long time. Because now we're just like normal. We feel great. Everything's great. It's been 5 weeks, and I have no complaints.
Bottled water for the first 2 weeks.
But the food. So let's get a little bit back onto the food. So the food. The markets here are amazing. There's nothing you can't buy here at the markets. A lot of fish. Pricing is amazing. Like honestly, it's got to be an eighth the price to purchase something compared to back home in Canada.
Everybody knows
thank
how
Trudeau
much
for that one, but
veggies
anyway.
cost in Canada now.
Yeah, veggies are expensive. Like that, vegetables here, they're darn near free. The price is so cheap for vegetables, and everything here is sold by the kilo, not by the piece or quantity. It's all by the kilo. So what were they saying? The pork was like, I think it was. Oh, now I can't even remember. I think it was like 175, 100. Yeah, I think it might be in some of our videos, but I think it was under 200 pesos a kilo. Well, that's 2.2 pounds, and 200 pesos is like $5. Anyway, okay, so real quick here, what you can get. So where we live, like I said, is basically middle of nowhere, where we're staying. So things are a lot harder to get here. Simple things like herbs. Herbs here, yeah, they don't exist. You might get some dried basil, but you're not going to get oregano. I mean, if you go to the bigger towns, the bigger towns are usually about an hour drive away from here to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, right? Depends on the town you go to. Kambang, Kalan.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
No M.
Okay, how's this pronounced?
Kabang Kalan.
Okay, Kabang Kalan. Okay, I can't get. I don't know why I can't get it out of my head. But anyway, so that town is quite a large town, and they have a place there called City Mall. And there's a grocery store in there, and their herb and spice section is actually really good. They don't have everything, but it's good because you can't get it out here. Out here, it's too hard to find herbs and spices, and especially fresh. So it's all usually dried stuff. So finding the right stuff is hard here. Chicken and pork, any which way you want it is easy. You're not going to find chicken breast here just as chicken breast. you have to base. You know, the chicken is only the whole chicken is like 180 pesos.
We're
Or
talking
220
about
pesos.
in Hinabon.
Yeah, and we're talking about the stuff in Hinubon. Because if you start going to the bigger cities like
You'll
Manila,
get the restaurants, you'll get the food. You'll
yeah, and they
the-
get everything. So like Prince's
Which I
restaurant,
can't wait.
he uses he doesn't really use mozzarella because it's hard to get here, and he doesn't really use pepperoni because it's hard to get here. But his pizzas are still amazing for whatever toppings he uses. They're still good.
The food is still good because look at my face. Everybody has commented on how round and how big it's getting.
But then
But
you know, fairness to you, we
a
haven't
lot
really
of-
been doing a lot of walking.
No,
You know, like normally in
Because
Mexico,
it's so
we're
hot.
like we're gone. We're walking all the time.
I'm sweating again.
Yeah. So right now the wife is.
And we're doing a lot of fried food,
Yeah.
which we do not.
They do not eat a lot of fresh vegetables here. If you like, you got to understand that we are talking about this area. We're not talking about the cities in the Philippines. So to get fresh vegetables here, to eat them as fresh vegetables, even just steamed, yeah, you're not going to find that anywhere you go to buy something to eat, like a restaurant. It's usually in soups, right? So I've been doing a bit of cooking, not lots, because they also don't have like there's no peas in the pod or snow peas or like they don't have anything. No fresh mushrooms.
He's dying.
I'm dying because I'm a mushroom guy. I eat them almost every day. Garlic's good. Ginger's good. Green beans are good. They do have lots here, but it's not what you're used to at home. The Coca-Cola here, I've watched videos before. They say nothing's the same. Nope, I think the Coke is the same, and I'm a Coke guy, not a Pepsi guy.
The rest of the pop is sweet. Sweet, sweet.
Oh yeah, everything here's sweet. I don't know why diabetes isn't a major thing here.
Probably is, but they don't get checked.
Yeah, they might not get checked. So yeah, because everything is like killer sweet, like killer sweet, almost off-putting. It's so sweet. So yeah, the food. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's really good. Like the food is good for what they have in this
Not
small
the
area. It's really
typical
good.
Filipino food that we have at home.
No. Chopaos. Chicken chopow. I'm the guy, right? Back home in Vancouver. And you know what? Out here, they don't taste anything like the ones there.
Even asado.
Even the asado. So,
You can't taste the chunks of meat in.
yeah.
Tons of pepperoni, not tons of beef.
Just
in
to
their
find bacon. Okay,
burgers.
Canadians, we cannot find bacon. Prince was able to find it once. Best breakfast I've had since I've been here. But to find actual real bacon, like cooked, brined, cured Canadian bacon, is hard. Maybe in the big cities, but out here it's not easy. So now you know what I have to deal with no bacon. But I've been making French toast. I found syrup, and I've been making French toast for the kids. Now it's their favorite thing in the whole world is French toast. Even found the cinnamon. That took me a bit. I had to drive 2 hours to find cinnamon, but you know, it was all worth it because the smile on the kid's face is awesome.
Because now they're going to eat it every morning.
Yeah. Prince is like, I'll make it for him every morning. I said, well, yeah, probably not because the syrup, you know, that's not good for him. But yeah, it's a good treat anyway. The food, I know we're missing something about the food. McDonald's, oh yeah, we tried McDonald's the other day. What would you rate McDonald's versus home?
What do you mean?
How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? How close was it to home?
9?
9, yeah. Everybody said it doesn't taste the same. Well, no, the menu's not the same. They got fried chicken and some kind of a
Spaghetti
and what was
beef
that?
steak or
beef
something.
gravy beef steak. That's just a weird
Mushroom
one.
beef steak. Oh.
But we just had double cheeseburgers. I mean, they weren't the prettiest looking things, but yeah, they tasted.
Fries were the same.
Fries exactly the same. The Coke same. You know. So that's the only real fast food that we've had here. Like North American fast food.
Jollibee.
Well, Jollibee, yeah, not a big fan. Nope.
You didn't even have Jollibee.
No, I had a piece chicken, and no, remember when I had the inasal, that mung inasal, which because I bought the pancit
didn't
from
have
them.
the inasal.
No, I had the pancit, the
Palabok.
palabok, right? And that was horrible. That was like Chef Boyardee. It was gross. So I was so hungry, I ended up going to Jollibee and grabbing a couple of pieces of chicken. And to be honest with you, I don't see the allure. I mean, it's fried chicken. It tastes good. You know, the batter's all right. I mean, it's like Church's chicken back home. Nothing special.
Lynn's chicken's better.
Lynn's chicken is rock star, right? Her fried chicken, it tastes really good, really
Is
good
it
batter.
Lynn's or is it Prince's?
Oh, I don't know. It's Mama Lynn. I call her Mama Lynn, right? And her inasal is out of control. We had that for dinner last night. Her inasal is amazing, really, really good.